Okay, guys, so today we're going to be learning about crash prevention. So we're just going to get started right now. So typically what you use to prevent crashes in your program are things called try catches. And so we'll just get started right into this. So to start off, you put a try, and this is in C sharp, mind you, and we're going to have a catch for this. So the whole point of the catch is that whatever is inside the top two brackets for the try, it's going to try to do whatever is in, well, it's going to try to process whatever code is in those brackets. And if there's an exception anywhere in there, it's going to run down to this catch. It's going to hit the catch immediately, and then it's going to process whatever's in the catch. So I'll show you how you set this up right now. So you can put like array out of bounds exception, out of memory exception, out of range exception. So you can set different type of exceptions here. I just like to set it as exception, so then it's not doesn't take too much time. It captures all the exceptions, and then what we'll do here is we'll write out the exception. So I don't like to do it that way. I like to do dot message, and then we'll just say error console.writeLine. Okay, so now it's gonna, if there's an error anywhere in this try right here, it's gonna come down, it's gonna hit this error, or it's gonna hit the exception block, and it'll run this. So it'll print out the error. So now let's give it some work to do. So let's just make a string array. So we'll make an out of bounds, I believe it's called out of bounds array, or out of bounds exception. And so we'll just make a string array here. We'll just have it called names, put some random names in it. All right, and now we will make a string. So basically what we're going to try to do in this try here is we're going to have an array of string names, and we're going to try to add all those names that are individual strings into one large string. And it's going to be, we're going to put it in all names. So now we'll do a for statement. So if you don't know about fors, I'll make a video about it. So we'll have int I equals 0, I is less than or equal to 5, I plus plus. All right, and then we'll just say all names plus equal to I. Okay. And then after this, we'll write out, never going to reach it, obviously, but we'll put it here just for looks. All right, so take a guess at what's going to happen right now, and I'll give you a few seconds here. So basically, what's going to happen is it's going to try to run through these. It's going to go from line 3 all the way down to 10. Well, that's what it's going to try to do. But the issue is when it tries to go through here, there's a big error right here, and you guys can try to find it, but there's 5 spots. There's 5 indexes in this array. So Sally's 0, John's 1, Turk's 2, Bill's 3, Dennis is 4, right? Well, when you first start programming, you might think, oh, well, there's 5 names, so I'm going to put 5 here. So while it's less than or equal to 5 elements. Well, the issue is that you're starting at 0. So you either have to start at 0 and go less than 5, or you have to say less than or equal to 5 and start it at 1. I like to start mine at 0 though, just to be safe, but so right now this will give us an error. And so if we run it, so if we run this without the error detection, so we'll just comment this out quickly to give it a try. So if we run this without the error detection, this is what will happen. So to run, it'll give you an error. this will crash on the user side. So the user will be like, what the heck just happened? My screen just went blank, it crashed, I can't get back into it. Now, what you want to happen is you want this to happen. So see, the program's still running, but it said index was out of the bounds of the array, error. So what it's telling us is exactly what I just explained, in that you're trying to go to 6 spaces in the array instead of 5, because there's only 5 spots in the array. And so this is better because then the user can come back to you and say, listen, I got an error. It says index was out of bounds of the array. Or you can, if you know what possibly the type of error is going to be, you can put a separate error message and say error CIT code blah blah blah, and it'll hopefully give you, you can have like some documentation saying, oh, if there's an error this is what it means. So there's multiple different ways you can set that up, but this is a lot better because it doesn't crash the user's application and they can actually know what the error is. And additionally, you can put a finally statement on the end of this. So even if it does crash, no matter what, it'll run this. So we'll just do a little test here. So we'll see the program has completed. So see, even that we hit the error, it still went to the finally block because that's what the finally block's used for. So I hope that helps. And if you guys liked, make sure to give me a subscribe and like the video as well if you enjoyed it. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video.